Alright, so what is going on, everybody? Twisty Jimbo here, and so this time I'm here to show you a cool new angle on the map Split, as well as 3 general tips for performing better in gunfights in the game. So to start, this is the angle, just to get you guys started off. So when you're attacking, a lot of problems come from either ramp someone plays and they shoot down here. They're generally playing like right there. Or someone is sitting up in heaven and they're like watching this angle down here, especially if you try to go for his alt point. So this is a way to counter that peak up top, is you take Sage, and either Sage or one of her teammates can go, and you take this wall and you put the wall up. And then if you stand on top of the wall, you can look and you can actually see heaven. The farther you walk, the more you can see. And you can see that balcony of heaven. So you shoot. And you'll see I can hit up to right there. So if anyone comes out onto this balcony, you can deny them so they can't see this window. And it's really good for getting an early pick, especially in like the first 2 or 3 rounds. Like you buy a Marshall or a Vandal and you can just get up here. And most of the time they're not even moving. So like it's really hard to look back. Like you can't, even if you're right here, like their head just pops up right there. No one's gonna be watching that. Like you're not gonna be down here. You can't even see it. It's like way up the top of your screen. Like no one's gonna snap up to right here and shoot to kill you. So that angle is gonna give you a huge advantage in terms of taking heaven. And plus, I mean, her wall doesn't even have a ton of utility. Like you can't. What are you gonna do this? That doesn't do anything to the people up there. So like honestly, one of the better uses of her wall is just getting a quick pick right here, in my opinion at least. Just up, aim, and free kill. Okay, so now I want to jump into general tips for winning more gunfights. That these are gonna be really basic tips that some people will have realized and caught on to already, but some of them are so simple they just kind of slip by you and you don't even realize that you're messing these maneuvers up. So the first one is just having to do with, like, a lot of people strafe. They're used to games like Call of Duty where moving around and being able to shoot is the name of the game, but that is not the case in Valorant. So you're gonna come here, and the 3 different sprays you can get are like, that's like tap firing while standing still. This is spraying while standing still. It's pretty tight bursts. Now if you're moving side to side, well, or walking side to side, so slow walking, and you're tapping, it's still pretty accurate. You see a little bit of like climbing here, a little bit of RNG, but it's not bad. But there's no spraying. The spray still gets a little bit out of whack. And then if you're moving like this or jumping, so moving side to side, you get all over the place. Now you'll get a couple that are accurate and it'll stick mostly to the same place, but you're gonna get a lot of shots that are just like way off in the distance, and in a fight that's only 2 to 3 bullets to kill you, that could completely change the outcome of the gunfight. And especially if you're jumping, you should never jump peek a corner. Like my crosshair was right here and I was this far away. So like imagine if you're all the way back here and you're jumping, you're like, I didn't even hit the wall on those. Like I fired 6 or 7 rounds and this one was the only one that hit the wall. So that's definitely the first tip, is stand still or be moving as little as possible. Okay, so this is my second tip, is do not ADS. When you are playing, there is an ADS option and it comes in handy, but it's very rare that you should be ADSing instead of using your normal fire. So, or instead of hip firing. So when you come in, ADSing actually reduces the rate of fire of some of your, or most of the guns. Some it even turns to burst fire, like the Stinger and the Bulldog. And the burst fire is not good, and the lower rate of fire will lose you gunfights more than it wins, especially when it provides very little bonus to accuracy unless you're at an absurdly long range. Like obviously scope with your snipers, like the Marshall and the Operator, scope with those. But everything else, try to stay unscoped. Like if you're right here, that rate of fire, it's actually slightly faster here. You're getting like 3 more rounds per second, which doesn't seem like a lot, but in terms of like if you guys both fire 2 rounds and miss the first, and the second one is on target, the other guy will have got his second round off faster and he'll kill you first. So you lost that gunfight if you're ADS and he's not. And plus you move slower ADS, which is not ideal. So I mean, if you're gonna be moving at all, you might as well move fast and then stop. Oh, didn't mean ADS there. You might as well be moving fast, stop, shoot, then come around the corner like this. There's just so ADSing, don't do it. Just never has a benefit. And then for the third and final tip is these ropes is a common misunderstanding, and I say common because I had this misunderstanding as well, is you are climbing the rope. I think like CSGO, they're not accurate. Like you should not be able to shoot accurately off this. I'm like, so I would wait till I got off the rope and then shoot here. And this lost me quite a few gunfights because someone's sitting like right here or like right here and they're just sitting here waiting, and then I'm like all the way exposed and pop off the rope and then I start shooting and he's already killed me by then. But when in reality, oh lord, okay. You can come right here, holding your head speeding over. See how accurate it is? I mean, you'll see a normal vertical climb, but like there's a vertical climb, but it's not that bad of a spray, especially for trading 90% of your body not being able to be shot. So if you're trying to take a 1v1, it's completely okay to just climb up these ropes and fight someone off the rope. Especially if you get like tap firing, there's not a problem at all with climbing those ropes. So I hope you guys make use of that angle and it helps you guys, or these other tips help you guys when you're playing in the game, especially just winning gunfights when it's just a straight up 50-50 1v1 and it's just who has better gun skill. These little tips that I showed you, they seem really easy, and they are. They're really easy to implement. But when you do implement them, they can really improve your ability to win gunfights, especially 1v1. So that is it for me. This video is going to be very much on the short side, but I just wanted to get a couple tips across to you guys, especially because I know it's going to be shorter in terms of time, but I think the content can be really valuable in terms of what you guys take away from this. So thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, feel free to leave a like, drop a comment how I can improve, and subscribe to me if you want more content like this. And then also follow me on Twitch at TwistyJimbo. I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, generally in the evenings. And I'd love if you guys came out and joined me. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you soon.